What a wonderful day! I'm Sean.
This is Hoon.
We are the Courageour Frights.
Yes.
Back once again for movie review.
Yes.
So this time we watched Rise of the Battle of the Conquest of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, all of those.
Of those.
There's every of the in existence. It's probably the most. This title probably has the most of those in any title in existence.
Yeah, possibly. It's at least equal to the other ones.
Yeah.
I feel like some of the other Planet of the Apes movies have at least two of those.
Yes.
But, yeah, this one is the most recent of the Planet of the Apes films. I think this is the fourth in the most recent reboot.
Yeah, in the modern era.
So before that, there was five classic Planet of the Apes films from the 60s to the 70s.
Yeah.
I think there was like a cartoon or something random in that period too. And then there was the cinematic masterpiece of Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes with Marky Mark.
With Marky Mark there.
Which shockingly only produced one film.
Yes.
And then in 2011 they started this new franchise.
Yeah.
That had 3 films in the initial continuity. And now we've jumped 300 years since the previous one. And now we're in an all new kind of storyline.
Yeah.
But is definitely still connected to that.
Yeah.
With possible connections to the original film as well. So, which have been going on since the 2011 movie. So, that's the background here. The first 3 films famously had Andy Serkis as Caesar. This does not, but he was a special consultant.
Yeah, he was like probably telling you this is how you move in stop motion or whatever that animation motion or whatever that thing is called.
Yeah, it's not stop motion, but yeah,
it's something else. But
whatever, mocap.
Mocap, there it is. Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably what's going on here. It has. I'm not sure who the apes were in this. I haven't looked at the cast list, but this has Freya Allen and William H. Macy as the human characters. Yeah. Freya Allen, you probably know from The Witcher. She plays Ciri. Yeah. And then William H. Macy's been in movies forever, so
yeah,
it doesn't really.
He was just there.
He was most famous for Jurassic Park 3, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
As Kirby.
Yeah.
So, also, what was that one? He did that one parody superhero movie or something like that, but I can't remember what that was called.
Yeah, I don't remember. Was Ben Stiller or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he was in that too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this movie, we basically follow this tribe of apes that is lives up in the this real high elevation area, and their whole thing's based around eagles.
Yeah, they do falconry and stuff, or whatever they call
falconry, that kind of thing. And you could probably explain the plot of this thing a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, they do falconry, and that's their whole thing. And I think the one main character is called Noah, or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a main chimpanzee. It's kind of their main character, and they go out and do a little hunt or whatever, or maybe they're trying to get eggs or something.
Yeah, because they're trying to capture eggs, I think, for their own. Everybody kind of raises their own eagle.
Yeah, and it's like a rite of passage thing.
Yeah.
But then they had a human, they saw a human or something try to pillage their horses or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then this kind of starts us off because they could smell the the human scent on it. Yeah. And they're like, "What's this?" And then they could do a raiding party to try to find it. Because I guess they can't go to a different... What was that thing? It was called the Forbidden Zone or something.
Oh, yeah. That is an element from the original film.
Oh, okay.
So, this is the part that had, the weird X scarecrows or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was from the original movie, too. So they are sort of setting in elements from the Charlton Heston film. Yeah. As well as the other stuff. Because continuity-wise... We're still about 1,500 years away from that. Yeah. So, but the elements of it are creeping into this franchise. Yeah. Which is interesting.
So, yeah, when they bring it back, it's kind of it raises concern because normally humans don't travel out to where they live at. Because, it's in the Forbidden Zone. Yeah. And then they're going to do a raiding party just to make sure it's not any more humans or whatever. But then, I guess that raiding party got attacked by Caesar's men.
Yeah, Proxima Caesar.
Yeah, Proxima Caesar's men. And they're like, we need to find where this is coming from. Like, this clan is.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get, like, pretty much trying to get slaves.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like their setup.
Which is similar to the original Planet of the Apes again, where they used to hunt humans for their like slaves and stuff.
Yeah, like they're hunting other ape tribes and stuff like that.
Yeah, and some humans are basically mute and like kind of dumb, and then other ones occasionally like they call her Nova.
Yeah.
In this, which is another callback to the original Planet of the Apes, is like a higher level. Like she's like an ordinary human. From our time, basically.
She wears, like, actual clothing instead of, like, rags.
Rags.
Like the other
Here, the apes haven't quite made it to the level they are in the original film, though, because they're still not wearing clothes.
Yeah, the only one that wears clothes is Proxima Caesar, and he wears, like, a
pens.
loincloth. Yeah, he wears, like, the pens. And that makes him evil, because of his clothes wearing.
That's what makes it such a wonderful day.
Yeah. But then, basically, the story, it's like one of those stories where the raiding party kills the father of the main character. Mm-hmm. And that kind of, like, his thing is just trying to get his clan back.
Yeah.
So he goes in the Forbidden Zone because everything else is destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I'm going to get my clan and bring them back to where we live at instead of where they're at.
Yeah.
And there's shenanigans along the way, as they say.
Hijinks ensue.
Yeah.
There's Proxima Caesar's like trying to. He's basically set himself up as like a false leader of the people. He's like taking Caesar's words from centuries ago and like twisting them around.
Yeah, because his thing was like, because we meet like another like ape that's kind of like a mentor. He kind of explains to the main character that Caesar's words are actually different than what this other guy is saying.
Yeah.
So he's like, ape shouldn't attack other ape type of thing, but this is obviously they're like fighting each other.
Right, even though he claims apes stronger together.
Yeah.
And then he uses a bunch of apes to try to tear down this, like, vault door or whatever. He's trying to break into this building that has, like, guns and weapons inside.
And like, but it's like it's like weird reasoning, though, because he's like, I'm trying to find stuff that will make me, like, evolutionarily better than everyone else.
Evolution.
Yeah, I was like, what? It's like evolution.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that work? I guess the guns make you evolutionary.
Yeah,
better,
guns make you evolve much
tanks.
faster. Guns and tanks make you evolve at an astronomical rate.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's basically the plot of the movie.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main plot of the movie.
Without getting into major spoilers.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's all of these recent Planet of the Apes films have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, they're all better than the one from 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, this movie actually is pretty decent. It's just like, it's kind of a short, simple story, and it's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's a little bit long, but
yeah. How long was this movie?
Like 2.5 hours.
Okay, it did feel a little bit long.
So
in the theater
it's long for such a simple story, but the effects work's outstanding.
Yeah.
The apes themselves are like seamless.
Yeah, they look really good in this world.
Even the eagles and stuff look pretty good.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have any problems with that. I guess we could talk about this director. There's two things I want to talk about. I guess one question is, are they eventually planning to connect this to the original film?
Yeah.
Because that's something they kind of set up in the background of Rise of the Planet of the Apes back in 2011.
Yeah.
Where they initially talked about, it was a background thing, it was like on the news on television and stuff, about these astronauts going out into space on this exploration mission. Yeah. And then they vanish like halfway through. And so I'm wondering if their end game plan is just to loop back around, and it ends with essentially setting up the original film.
Which that would be kind of interesting. I kind of want to see one of these older, like these remakes or reboots do that one these days.
Yeah, just connect, like tie it in
to the original movie.
I don't think it would connect to any of the continuity after the first one because the series kind of jumps the shark after that. Yeah. But this time around, they've made a much more meticulous design. They've actually put more care and detail into this franchise than when originally was done.
Yeah.
So I would like them to reference the original film a bit more and keep that in continuity, but I don't care what they do with the ones after that.
Yeah.
But the other possibility... Well, I guess you could consider those also canon. It's just, this is how it happened initially.
Yeah. But
then the time travel bullshit that happens in the third movie is what causes the new continuity to happen. It's almost like it would almost be like the J.J. Abrams Star Trek in reverse.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like the original series is the one that did the weird timey-wimey time travel crap.
Yeah.
And then this is how it originally happened, is like this version of events. Like, that could be interesting. Like, they basically create a separate timeline when they do the time travel thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for people that don't know, I guess, the 1970s series is what I'm talking about there. The original Planet of the Apes films randomly introduced time travel in the third movie.
Yeah. Yes.
And the second movie's about a nuke cult or something. So
Megaton cult.
They get weird fast.
Yeah.
So this franchise is much more stable and makes more sense than the initial one did.
Yeah.
But it would be kind of cool if it tied into that. And I guess the other question, which has nothing to do with Planet of the Apes, is this Wes Ball guy, the director of this film, is the guy directing the Legend of Zelda movie.
Which I could see it. The way he filmed this movie was very grandiose.
Yeah, I was noticing that too. There's a lot of like wide angle shots of like the like terrain and
like there was a couple scenes in there that looked like something from like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, like something like that. That like kind of open world feel.
Yeah.
Some of the scenes towards the end when like Freya Allen's like riding on the horse and stuff looked like a Zelda thing. Like it almost looked like the opening scene to Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
the
pretty
title
much.
Screen, like with the horse riding across the. Her outfit even was a bit Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, she did have a kind of like a Princess Zelda look.
Yeah, like the blue tunic.
Yeah, probably is that actually.
Yeah, so I could see that
if Princess Zelda had like a gun with her, I guess.
Yeah, it's just a gun behind her back all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely, I would recommend checking it out.
Yeah.
This franchise, I grew up with the Planet of the Apes, but it wasn't something that I really like was a major fan of. But I have watched it from time to time.
Yeah.
So like the original movies. I don't think I ever saw the Tim Burton one. And I have seen all the other ones of this new thing, but I don't remember them that well, so I'd have to revisit them at some point.
Yeah, I have never seen the original one at all. I saw I think I did see the Marky Mark one, but the Tim Burton one, I did see that one. I think I remember. I watched all the new ones too.
Yeah.
But I don't remember any of it because
it's one of those. It's weird. It's like one of those franchises that's really well made.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's just like I don't retain it.
Yeah.
It's like they're great, but I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I remember them being good. It's just
exactly.
I don't remember the story.
I don't remember any details. I just remember they're good. But I'm like that with anything. Like, ask me something about a Martin Scorsese film or a Christopher Nolan film or something, I wouldn't be able to tell you anything. Ask me something about some B movie from the 80s, I can tell you everything that happened in it. So that's kind of the issue there. But it's really well made. Yeah. We'll say that. I would recommend it. So
yeah, same here. This is a good movie. Like, especially if you like visual effects and stuff. It is really good. It does look really good.
Yeah, very solid visual effects. I think they've just been expanding on these effect techniques probably since Lord of the Rings. It started with Golem, then they went to new heights with King Kong, the Peter Jackson one, and I think the things they learned from Peter Jackson's King Kong, they then incorporated into Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and then down that line.
Especially with Andy Serkis is involved.
Yeah, Andy Serkis was also King Kong in that 2005 film.
Yeah.
So that was the beginning of his ape mocap days.
Yes.
And then he just kept going, and now he's like consulting other people while he currently is on board working on another Golem movie.
Yeah, he's doing a remake of the game Golem.
Yes. He's finally adapting the critically acclaimed Golem game for the PlayStation 4.
Yes.
But, so anyway, I think that's about all we have to say about King of the Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Go check it out. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Tell us in the comments section below what you thought of the movie, if you saw it. Any movies you'd like us to see and review in the future, let us know. Consider subscribing for more like this in the future, and you too could feel the strength welling within. See ya.